Hello there, another video, another time. This time around we'll continue our journey through Mammalia, the mammals, and Carnivora, the carnivorous placental mammals, by paying a visit to a fairly small but rather interesting family of carnivorans, the so-called Euplerids, or Malagasy carnivorans. So this is a rather diverse lot of sorry, of carnivorans that have more or less adapted to fill a number of niches in their island home, where they are the only type of predator, well, placental predator around, and have thus adapted to fill a number of different niches, as I said. Now, interestingly enough, that also means that they were originally thought to belong to several different families, so mongooses, civets, and so on, before it was recognized that they formed a clade of their own. This is something parallel in other groups from isolated Madagascar, like for example among birds, and Malagasy warblers. Sorry, I keep having I keep having to clear my throat. Like Malagasy warblers and also vangas, but you'll have to look up those yourself, because I'm now drawing an animal without actually having told you much about it yet, or anything specific. I'm drawing a Fossa, and Fossas are the largest of the Euplerids and probably the best known species, so I'm more or less breaking my pattern here of trying to draw the lesser known species in the clade, but you'll have to accept that. Now, here we go. Fossas are pretty strongly built, arboreal, meaning living in trees, predators, and they have these rather, well, let's emphasize those jowls a bit more. They have this rather sharp looking appearance, but similar at the same time. I think they also, sorry for saying so, look a bit demented, as I hope I've been able to emphasize while drawing its eyes. Now I'm also going to give its eyebrows, so let's make it look a bit mean to emphasize that rather demented look. Sorry, Fossas, I do not mean to offend you, it's just what I think you look like. Anyways, let's continue. So, like I said, they are powerfully built animals with rather rounded ears, as you can see. And in that respect, they are a bit like a civet, which they aren't, or a mongoose, which they aren't either, writ large, and with a dash of cat to them. And actually, in the past, Fossas were thought to perhaps be a type of primitive cat at a certain time by some scientists. This is of course not true, but it's easy to see how that idea might have arisen. Now, unlike cats, Euplerids, and especially Fossas, are plantigrade, meaning they have flat feet, as I hope will be clear from the way I draw its feet here. Cats, of course, are famous for walking on their toes, as are dogs, by the way. Anyways, here we go. So a powerful look, at least I hope it looks like that. So let's emphasize those muscles a bit without going overboard. Claws allow them to move through the tree. So let's give it a bit of a flat hand, at least the appearance of one. Okay, now, apart from being powerfully built, Fossas are also rather lean creatures, and that, as you can see, poses a bit of difficulty here, because I want to make it look both lean and strong. And I noticed that drawing flat feet on a creature actually makes them look less powerful. I'm afraid I can't do much about that, but there we are. Oh, let's not make those too reptile-like, too reptilian looking. They're not reptilians, they eat and hunt reptilians, but they certainly aren't what they eat. Oh, and by the way, Fossas more or less hunt whatever they encounter in Madagascar, including the famous lemurs, which they are the most important predator of, or so at least where the largest species are concerned. You will also see that the Fossas are rather small-headed as compared to its body. See, when you compare it to a cat. And let's draw that tail, which is also perhaps a bit leopard-like, though Fossas are largely brown and not dark brown either. Okay, so let me emphasize that a bit, not drawing the entire face brown nor the entire body, because there is some subtlety in that, so they're not the same type of brown all over. I'm also having to draw short lines here because the fur of a Fossa is pretty short too, emphasizing, I think, its both its muscles and its lean build, and emphasizing that I need a bit of time to draw it all without making the fur look too long. Luckily, I already did part of the tail, as you can see. I'm going to have to cheat a bit here because his tail isn't entirely seemly, but oh well. Let's not focus too much on that. Oh, forgot to draw that bit. Now its leg was unattached. Of course, my drawings are generally on the sketchy side, so you get that, but I try to avoid it, doing it too much, because it does distract a bit. And we keep drawing and drawing. Now, I have seen Fossas alive in Artis in Amsterdam, and they are very charming creatures, and I hope anyone who has ever seen one would agree. And if not, well, that's up to you. I don't know about you, but I know what I like. So here we go. Let's not forget that too. And of course, I haven't given it a branch to stand on, so let's do that now. I thought this would be over quite quickly, but apparently I do have to spend more time on this than I anticipated. Luckily, I'm not in a hurry. Okay, let's leave it at this. Well, I said so, but I didn't do it yet, so let's leave it here. Okay, I drew you a Fossa, and I hope you enjoyed it. Bye.